coming, the most powerful week of 2025. A week in which you will shape your destiny. A week of change. Yes, believe it or not, you will destroy the old and start a new era in April. You are ready to witness history, but most people don't even realize it. It's not just a new week. It's not just a change, and how rare it is not the point. What is happening right now has a very deep spiritual meaning, and its effects will spread to every aspect of your life, so you can't ignore it. Ready or not, this change will engulf you. If lately you have been feeling that time is speeding up, that the days are blurring together, you need to be careful. The effects of the supermoon and solar eclipse will continue this week, but everyone is forgetting something. This week, celestial events will not stop. As of April, an era will end, and a new era will begin. Believe it or not, you will take the steps that will shape your destiny in April. Pay attention if you feel that things have been happening fast lately and that things are piling up on top of each other. There is a very important reason for this, and I will explain it in a moment. Before we go into this, I want you to do 3 things. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave the number 777 in the comments. This number has tremendous energy and will energize the video. You can also share it with someone you want to benefit from this video and support their spiritual awakening. Now let's go deeper. On March 29th, the effects of the superlunar and solar eclipse are reaching their peak this week. What you feel, what you experience, the uncertainty inside you or the sudden realization, all of it is a reflection of these celestial events. But this is just the beginning. Because the sky doesn't stop, it continues to tell you things. There are other celestial events waiting for you this week. On April 4th, Uranus and Saturn will make a sextile aspect. Maybe these concepts seem too technical to you. Maybe you don't know how they will affect your daily life. But you should know, because Uranus is the planet of revolutions and Saturn is the planet of discipline and destiny. When these two forces come together in a supportive aspect, a big door opens for permanent changes in your life. On the same day, Mars will also sextile Uranus, so the energy to take action, make bold decisions, and create a revolution in your life will be at its peak. When April 5th comes, the sky will give you another message. Mars and Saturn will form a trine aspect this time. The fiery energy of Mars, combined with the disciplined power of Saturn, will offer you a great opportunity to take steps that will lead you to long-term success. If you've been wanting to take action for a while, but haven't had the courage, this is the day. Let me remind you of something. In ancient times, people used to look up at the sky and think that the universe was trying to tell them something. There was no internet, nor was access to information so easy. So their only guides were the stars. They would watch celestial movements, follow eclipses, and try to understand what these events were trying to tell them. For them, it wasn't divination, it was trying to decipher the language of the universe. So do you think the universe has changed? No. The stars are still there. The planets are still moving. The eclipses are still giving a message, but people don't listen like they used to. They don't listen to what the firmament whispers. Are you one of them? Or are you ready to hear what the sky is trying to tell you? Because this week, you will experience one of the important turning points in your life, whether you realize it or not. But remember, destiny is taking shape, and your role in this game is to understand the signs that the sky is presenting to you. Open your eyes and listen. The universe is speaking. The sky is preparing the ground for big changes for you this week. Maybe you're thinking about things you've wanted to do for a long time, but never had the courage. For example, you've always wanted to go abroad, but it's always remained a dream. This week is the time to take the first steps to make it a reality. The universe is supporting you to turn your dream into a plan and incorporate it into your life in a programmatic way. This will be a week when you will question the rules. Why am I doing it this way? You will ask. Who told me this? What is the logic of this? You will think about whether your habits, traditions, things you do by rote are really for you. And maybe you will decide to cut some of them out of your life completely. Obviously, it's a perfect week to start exercising. Mars's energy is supporting you. The moment you start, your body will start to take shape and change rapidly. You will feel fitter, stronger, and more energetic. As you feel better physically, your mood will improve and you will be more motivated. If there is a sport or physical activity that you have been postponing for a long time, saying, "I will start it sometime," that time is right now. Of course, change comes with risks. But don't worry, this week's risks are not uncontrolled, unbalanced risks. You will stay in a balance where you will not be harmed while you cross your own boundaries. In fact, this is the week of breaking the routine. You can start changing many things, from your eating habits to your daily routines. Maybe you will realize that you have been spending unnecessarily for a long time, and you will review your shopping habits. From now on, you will buy what you really need and start eliminating the unnecessary from your life. Sometimes you may be seeing a friend all the time, but that friend is actually not doing you any good. It may be dragging you down and draining your energy without you realizing it, and you are only maintaining this relationship out of habit. This week, with a sudden realization, you may realize that this is actually not good for you. And with this, maybe you will want to make a big change in your social circle, in your close group of friends. Who is really good for you, and who is just a habit? This is the time to question that. This week is a week of change, a process where routine is broken, old habits are questioned, unnecessary burdens are discarded. Maybe you will change your diet. Maybe you will stop unnecessary shopping habits. Maybe you will review the people in your life and keep the ones who are really good for you and say goodbye to the others. And here is the big change that comes on top of all this. Neptune's transit into Aries. Neptune moved into Aries on March 30th and will remain there until October 22nd, 2025. So not only this week, but for a long time to come, there will be big transformations in your life. But you should know that this effect will be felt especially intensely in the first weeks of April. Neptune is the planet of dreams and intuition. When it moves into Aries, it means that you will start acting on your dreams instead of just thinking about them. Aries symbolizes courage, entrepreneurship, and fearlessness. If you've been wanting something for a long time, but haven't been able to take a step, this period is coming to an end. For example, you've always wanted to go abroad, but either you didn't dare or you always said, someday. With Neptune's transit into Aries, this may no longer be a dream, but a plan. You are also in a period where you will question your habits. You may notice friendships that drag you down and drain you energetically. You may want to get away from people who have been in your life for a while, but are actually not good for you. You may not have thought about this before, but with Neptune's transit into Aries, your awareness will increase. You will question your self-worth more, and you will start to remove everything that is not good for you from your life. This process will be like a period of rebirth. Your old order, old habits, and everything that restricts you will be left behind. Maybe you have been starting your day by looking at your phone screen in the morning for years. Now you will prefer to start your day more consciously and aware while eating breakfast. Your morning routine may change completely. Maybe you will start meditating. Maybe you will take a walk to clear your mind. Your diet may also transform. You may start eating healthier, choosing things that are good for your body. Whereas before, you used to eat more processed foods. You can try cooking at home instead of fast food. You are in a period of detox not only physically but also mentally. Maybe you have been working in the same job for a long time, but you have always wanted to do something else. Instead of suppressing these feelings, you will start to question what you really want. A new job, a new career plan, maybe even an entrepreneurial idea may be born in this process. You may suddenly think, "Why am I doing this job?" and decide to move towards a field that will really make you happy. Your social circle will also be affected by this change. Maybe you will decide to part ways with people you've been seeing for years, but who don't actually add anything to you, who constantly give you negative energy, who make you count where you are. You will feel this not all of a sudden, but as your awareness grows. The friendships you used to keep just out of habit will no longer be meaningful to you. Instead, you will want to spend time with people who motivate and develop you, with whom you can produce and grow. Even your home organization may change. You may want to get rid of the excess around you. Maybe you will remove unnecessary items from your life and switch to a more minimal and simple lifestyle. You may give up the clothes you've been meaning to throw away for a long time, the objects that carry old energy. Although this may seem like a physical cleaning, it will actually be a reflection of a spiritual transformation. Don't let this process of change scare you, because actually all these changes will make you a freer, lighter, and happier person. With the transition of Neptune into Aries, you will find the courage to realize your dreams instead of postponing them. You have a great opportunity to shape your life the way you really want. This week and the coming days herald change. The sky is supporting you, trying to tell you something. It's time to break old boundaries, dare and make the changes you really want in your life. The universe will test you with your courage. The question is, are you ready for this change? If you are, write "I am ready" in the comments now and send a strong signal to the universe. This week, you are entering a powerful week of change where your intuition sharpens and your awareness reaches its peak. You will now see more clearly many details of your daily life that you may not even notice. You will start to evaluate people, energies, and events in a completely different way. Maybe a small word someone says, maybe a feeling that comes out of nowhere. These will show you things that you have overlooked in the past. You will realize that a habit you have had for years is not doing you any good. Or you will realize that a friend, an environment, a job is dragging you down. At this point, you will ask yourself, why am I still doing this? And when the answer comes, you will need to surrender to the flow instead of resisting change. During this week, you may often hear the following sentence from your environment: "You have changed so much." And yes, you are changing. You have changed while they have remained the same. Your inner transformation has begun, and it is starting to be noticed from the outside. Maybe you will no longer tolerate things that you used to ignore. Maybe the things that used to make you happy will no longer interest you, because the old you is leaving behind. I told you at the beginning, this is the week of change, and you will not stay the same. The sky is calling you to a new energy, a new self. Instead of fighting it, surrendering to this transformation will be the best thing you can do, because the universe is always working for your highest good. But if you resist change instead of accepting it, this process can be challenging for you. Don't fight the universe. Imagine how tiring it would be to row against the water. But when you go with the flow, the water will take you to the right place. Life is like that. The changes happening right now are taking you exactly where you need to be. So let the universe guide you. Your senses will be stronger in the coming days. You will notice details that you could not notice before. Phrases like, "This place is not good for me," "This person's energy is draining me," "This job is no longer serving me," may echo in your mind. And this realization will force you to take action. The important thing is to step into this change without fear. This week, not only will your awareness increase, you will experience a real spiritual awakening. Not for nothing, this is not just a superficial change. This will be an awakening that will deeply transform you, change your mindset, completely renew your perspective. And maybe it can start tonight. Many things that you didn't notice before, that you thought were ordinary, will now be revealed to you. Habits, expenditures, relationships, conversations that never bothered you before will now seem unnecessary to you. You are becoming more conscious, more aware, and there is no stopping this process. For example, you will start to question things that you used to spend money on, even though you didn't need them. Why am I paying for this? Does this make me happy? Maybe you used to spend money to buy the same brand of coffee every week, but suddenly you realize it's just a habit. Maybe you used to buy unnecessary clothes just because they were on sale, but now, when you look in your closet, you'll see that you don't really need them. Your connection with the material world starts to transform. And only material things? No. Your social circle will also change. You will realize that the energy of the people you used to spend time with without questioning them is not good for you. Maybe you'll realize that you've had the same conversations hundreds of times, that the same topics are always repeated, that these people don't move you even one step forward. Spiritually, you may want to be alone more. You will be more willing to turn inward, to listen to yourself, to silence the outside noise, and to understand what you really want. You will move away from toxic relationships. You can make clear decisions about relationships that have been exhausting you and draining your energy for a while. Maybe you will want to do a cleaning in your work, maybe in your circle of friends, maybe in your personal life. Also, the coming days will be the beginning of a process where you will question your position in your life, discover what really works for you, and completely review your future plans. You will start to understand what you really want instead of just acting because I have to. Maybe you have been doing many things out of habit or obligation, but now you will question them. Your career, where you live, your relationships, even your daily routines may change. If you've been working in a job that doesn't satisfy you for a long time, you'll clearly realize this and perhaps start looking for new paths. If the city or environment you've been living in is too cramped for you, you'll feel it's time for a change. You may even consider moving to a completely different country or making a radical change. Your social circle will also benefit from this transformation. You will clearly see who is really good for you and who stays in your life just out of habit. You may want to get away from people who constantly drag you down and drain your energy. You will realize that some friendships, some relationships are already over, but you don't realize it. You will no longer want to carry emotional burdens and will cut unnecessary ties to lighten yourself. Don't let these changes scare you, because you've actually been waiting for an opportunity to get out of the cycle you've been in for a long time. With the influence of Neptune in Aries, you will no longer just dream, you will actually take action. You will find the courage to realize the dreams you have postponed before. Maybe you'll start writing a book you've always wanted to write. Maybe you'll take up a sport you've always wanted to do. Maybe you'll step into a new career path. You're entering a period when you'll start to be a little selfish and think about yourself. For a long time, you have lived by prioritizing the needs of others. You have always tried to help others and make them happy. However, there was something you often forgot in this process: yourself. Now is the time to put yourself first. In the past months, remember the people with whom you have made constant efforts to mend your relationship, even though perhaps you were right to do so. Friends, family members, or people in your personal life. Think about how hard you have worked for them, the effort you have made to give and strengthen your bonds. And where are they now? Do they really deserve your effort? Or maybe their expectations of you, of your relationship, have always been one-sided. This week is a week when you will start asking these very questions. You gave a lot, you tried hard, but you didn't get anything in return. Maybe you should stop expecting reciprocity and get away from people who don't add value to your life, who constantly pull you down. It will be necessary to realize your own value, to live only for yourself, without needing the approval, love, or attention of others, because your value goes far beyond that. Do you want to learn to play a musical instrument? Now is the time. Do you want to start playing sports? Then start tomorrow. Now the coach is telling you not to just dream, but to act. There is no point in waiting any longer to realize your dreams. Aries' energy gives you the necessary motivation and pushes you to take action. Use the inexhaustible energy within you. Now is the time to take action. By April, you'll feel a bursting power within you. It's as if you are entering a period where everything is possible. You won't be afraid to push yourself to your limits this month. You will be determined to take that first step to reach your goals, to achieve the things you want. You have always said tomorrow, but this time you are saying now. Feeling the courage and energy of Aries, you will break down the obstacles in front of you and make your own way. You will decide to do things you have been putting off for a long time, such as learning a new language, starting a new business, writing that book you've been wanting to write. This is a great opportunity to start bringing the changes you want into your life. It's up to you to take action, and you'll feel newness and excitement at every step. Push your limits now. Aries, as Aries encourages you, remove the boundaries you have with yourself. Use all your strength to step into a new era with inexhaustible energy. Now is the time. There are no obstacles left to follow your dreams. In this transformative week, do not neglect your spiritual and physical health. It is very important that your body and mind are in harmony as you experience inner transformation. Not only mental changes, but also physical care will be a great source of strength for you in this process. Meditation is a great way to achieve mental peace. By taking deep breaths for a few minutes every day, you can calm your thoughts. Mental clarity will make your transformation process more efficient and healthy during this period. In addition to meditation, practices that help you focus on your body, such as yoga, also support your mental health. For your physical health, regular exercise will both strengthen you physically and renew you mentally. This week is the perfect opportunity to start exercising. Activities such as brisk walks, jogging, or weightless yoga will increase your energy levels and make your body feel healthier. Every movement in your body will also have a positive effect on your mind. Also, pay attention to a healthy diet. Eating according to your body's needs during this period is directly linked to your mental health. Drinking plenty of water, consuming fresh vegetables and fruits will provide the energy your body needs and positively affect your mental balance. Another important suggestion is to spend time outdoors. Taking walks in nature and taking advantage of sunlight will revitalize your body and mind. By feeling the energy of spring, you will feel like you have been reborn. Remember, this transformation process requires a physical and spiritual balance. Do not neglect both your mind and body. Inner peace will be in harmony with your outer health. As we leave March behind, as the Cosmic Wise family, we will continue to support you on your daily spiritual journey in April. This journey will be about discovering your inner strength, transformation, and finding a peaceful balance in the flow of life. At every step of the way, we will guide you with spiritual knowledge and be with you so that you can go through your transformation process in the most efficient way. Remember, the universe is always guiding you on the right path, and we are here to help you along the way. As in this week, I am happy to be with you as we step into a new era. Bye for now.